Hello and welcome to the Mindset Minute. How are you? I hope that you are kicking your week off strong. And today I want to talk about release, reach, and remain. These are three principles that help us with all areas of our life, really. It's part of what I teach in my life coaching program, but I want to talk about how it specifically pertains to clutter and disorder. And I don't care who it is that you know that you think they have all their stuff together, that all their pictures online, they look like their house is so clean. Like you might look at pictures of my house and say, "Oh, it's so clean." It might not be super cluttered, but it doesn't mean it's clean, right? We all have that secret drawer or closet or a room or whatever that is a mess. We know we all do. So, first, I want to say you're not alone if you struggle with this. Secondly, I want you to understand that clutter and disorganization has a physical weight and an emotional weight. Our brain likes order. Our brain gets tired from making a lot of decisions and from distraction. And when we have spaces around us that have a lot of what I call visual distraction, lots of things to look at, or subconsciously your brain is saying, oh, that picture is crooked. It's been crooked for a month. It's driving me crazy. Or that pile of kids' toys that I need to sort through. Yeah, it's fine sitting over in that corner, but every time I look at it, your body is having a physical reaction to it, and you might not even be aware, but it does cause stress. And when you have stress, that increases our cortisol. Cortisol can actually cause you to gain weight. So clutter can actually cause you to gain weight. Um, I mean, maybe that's a loose correlation there, but the point is, as we're heading into the end of the year, and maybe you're going to be making room for holiday decorations or having family over, having family come and stay, or having maybe you're having get-togethers. As we start to have be more social, you start thinking about the clutter around the house, making room for things. And so, one way to start is with the practice of releasing. We don't talk about getting rid of, throwing away, ditching, tossing, whatever. Let's talk about releasing. Releasing material possessions that no longer serve us. And thinking about this is one thing I learned from our friend Nicole Kellen, who is a declutter coach and just did a workshop. Is that think about at the end of your days, and whoever's left behind has to go through your house and make decisions about every single item you own. What do you want them to have that experience to be like? How much do you want them to actually have to go through? When she shared that with me, I was really taken aback because we don't think about that all of the time, but there's a lot of things. Every piece of paper, every candle, someone you love is going to have to choose whether to keep it, to donate it, to toss it, release it, whatever. That's a lot that they'll already be going through enough to have to decide all of those things on your material belongings is a heavy weight. So if you can't do it for yourself for the current day, think about those that will have to go through your estate one day and clear out that stuff. Another thing that I think about being a military veteran, my husband and I both, is I think about what if we had to move? Would I want to pack these things up? Would I want to carry these boxes, or would I want to pay for someone to pack these things up? What if I was going to go live in an RV? I love to watch that show. It's like Travel Across America or whatever, where people go and they try to choose a new RV. Some people choose one to live in. How much could you really fit in there? Could you get by with just three outfits? Could you get by with just one set of dishes? Could you get by without your family heirloom china? These are all questions we have to think about. But let's just talk about the acute clutter, right? The case of the acute clutter, where you have something that is right in front of you, it's driving you nuts. Like, for example, I always get this way this time of year. And so I am making a mental note of spaces in my house that when I look in there, I'm just like, oh, I can't stand it. One was my closet. We have a very small closet. I don't like it at all. It comes to an angle, and you can't even use that corner because the clothes rack thing overlaps. You can't use anything on the other wall. And so we had things stacked underneath the clothes, things thrown on shelves up above. And so I went through it and I threw away anything that doesn't fit me now. If it doesn't fit you now, you don't need it. Stop. And there's a feeling of release when you get rid of something that you used to wear, you used to love, doesn't fit you anymore. Now it's not staring you in the face, causing negative emotions. Just get rid of it. So we release it. I also went through a big box of papers. It was all our military records, everything from the time that we got married, and there were some in there that I was holding on to. Right, there's a part of me that wants to hold on to, my notice of enlistment and welcoming me to the Air Force Base, all those kind of things. What are my kids gonna do with that? What are my grandkids gonna do with that? Like, you know, so some of those things I have to part with. And so think about those things that you really really don't need. They're not important. You haven't looked at them recently. So we release. Then we want to reach towards what you do want. So focus on how you will feel when you have that clear space. I love that feeling. Like right now, I straightened up my closet. I got rid of 5 bags of clothes after I already thought I had. I do this about once a year, but I had a lot of t-shirts and workout clothes and stuff. Like I don't need 25 pairs of leggings, right? I need like 5. I don't even need that. But getting rid of those things. Um, I love to go back in now and look at my closet and I just keep walking by and opening up. Oh, it's so clean. Then I close the door. Oh, it's so clean. It's a great feeling. So if you're having trouble getting started, start with something really small like your junk drawer and I know you have one. Start with something really small, something that you could do in 10 or 15 minutes and set a timer, and when you're done, you're done. Do as much as you can in that time, or maybe make it a race for yourself, a competition for yourself, that within 15 minutes, I will finish this drawer. That means I cannot take a lot of time making a decision about what to keep or what to release, right? So start small. And once you do that, you'll feel so great about your accomplishment. You will have kept a promise to yourself, and then you'll want to keep going. And then remain is just, how do we maintain it? We have to think about the things that we bring into our house, right? We don't always have to hang on to these things. Just because it was a good deal doesn't mean we need to buy it, right? Just because it's seasonal doesn't mean we need to have it. And so start thinking about ways that you can maintain that clean space once you've done it. It might be getting some organizing bins or baskets, or maybe a new shelf or something like that to keep it tidy, and set up at, at least you can when we change the clocks back, right? Every 6 months, you change the batteries in your smoke detectors and you do another purge. You do another releasing of your stuff and make sure things are straightened up. So I hope that was helpful to you. I just think that when we clean up our mess and we get things organized and we get ready for the end of the year and starting into a new year, it's just amazing to have a clean slate. And if that feels scary to you, makes you feel a little anxious, I encourage you to start small and DM me. Let me know so I can hold you accountable. That's what we're here for, to support each other, because we don't clutter causes stress, and we're all about stress management in here, taking care of ourselves, and part of that is taking care of our environment. We want our environment to bring us peace and calm and a safe feeling as we enjoy our environment. All right, that's all for today. I hope you have a great rest of the week, and I'll talk to you later.